Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And when we last left off, we found out that we questioned Rapata, and one of, they kidnapped Florian's girl. And we were here at the Sao Inn, trying to get some help from Ulrich, who has gone in here and popped a squat. Hey Ulrich, we've got a lead.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Faithfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Alright, so Ulrich is now a follower. Hopefully he's sort of cannon fodder? Oh, are we loading straight there? I mean, that would be handy. I'm not going to argue. Oh, yes, indeed. We loaded straight there. All right, so taking a look at the map, where are we? And, yep, we are approaching the entrance to the mine shaft in the Skalitz Hills. All right, I don't know what to expect here, but we are along the road. And I don't pick Ulrich for a sneaky sort, so I don't think a sneaky approach is going to be quite the way to go, but hopefully he at least draws some of their fire. All right, there's some there. So here they are. We can't really see what they're wearing yet. The LOD hasn't kicked in, but we can pull out our bow and at least give a few of them what for. Well, there goes Ulrich. I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Just when I wanted to vent my ring.
So he's already going to battle.
Is that all you've got?
Who's there?
Hey, buddy.
Two arms!
Well, okay, so the bow didn't work. But luckily we got our sword and shield out here. And that dude's in his PJs. We'll catch blood on him pretty quick. Okay, we're getting hit from the side here. We need to back out, let our stamina recharge.
Bring it up.
That was a good hit, good sir. All right, stamina recharge. I imagine Ulrich will be fine.
Go.
If anything, we can hold this guy at bay until Ulrich comes. Slice. Oh, I thought he was running away.
Going to enjoy this. You all get what for?
All right, so 2-on-1 ain't bad.
I'll slaughter you.
All right, good block there.
Oh shit!
Come on, Axeman. Good defense.
Bollocks!
Ow. Clean hit. We're not bleeding yet, thankfully. Oh, nice. That was pretty good. Now we got him on the run. Well, swing, man. I'm clicking like crazy. Come on. All right, not bad. Wonder how Ulrich's doing. I'm sure. There's a good stab. No, you no surrender, good sir. You're going down. I'm yelling timber. All right. So we wrecked him. How about you, good sir? All right. Not bad. All right, wherefore is Ulrich? Let's go ahead and drink a marigold decoction. Heal up some of these wounds. All right, you dead. Where'd Ulrich go, and are you bad?
Well,
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so apparently Ulrich must have just went on inside. Because we killed these guys pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't know where he went. Maybe maybe Ulrich got killed. Or if I know this game, he went and chased them off into the wilderness and to be never seen again. All right, let's come on into the mine here and see what we got going. It's awful dark in here. Good thing our marigold decoction healed us up pretty well. Yeah, I got a torch out and I can't see a thing. We gotta go pretty deep in, it looks like. So this is interesting indeed. It kind of reminds me of Skyrim, but this is a lot more claustrophobic, I say. There's Ulrich. So now we found the counterfeiter's workshop. Objective complete. And we get a little cutscene. I imagine our armor is pretty wrecked, I'm not going to lie. And these guys are all like, yep. What do you two want?
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
Yeah, that's right. You got.
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
Well, of course, and
We
it's
can
fake.
come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
Yeah, of
What?
course Henry was going to stop
Do
him.
you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You
So
can't
we're
do
at
that.
an impasse then.
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Oh, great. Now what? We're going to have to fight him now?
Why do you want to kill him? He
Oh.
may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kabila.
You can lie about
You can
killing
tell
him.
your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Fair
Do
question.
not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale.
I mean, I can
If
see
I
where
let
you're
you
coming
have
from,
him,
though.
My own head will be on a spike before the month is out.
All right, so you don't have to return
You
to the
don't have to go back
Rosenbergs.
to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there's nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir
Anywhere but
Radzig's
here?
service.
Oh, yeah,
Need
I mean,
people
that's
like you.
valid.
I serve Kabila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
All right, listen to reason.
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Farewell, Albert
Auf Wiedersehen.
Einstein. Yeah, auf Wiedersehen. All right, I don't think we'll need our sword anymore. We'll go ahead and put this up so we can actually see what's going on here. And you, Sir Jezek.
Please, please. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
Yeah, it's called
You can
jail.
talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go.
All right, so we've arrested Jezek of Raunau. And we get a cutscene.
Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
And then what do we do about the girl? are we just going to, like, teleport to the Ratai prison again and be like, well, now you got to go save the girl from the guys that you just killed? That don't seem proper.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
Yeah, and we need, once we get to Ratai, we need to definitely scrub up, get our clothing repaired. We took quite a beating out there, for sure, and get all situated. I don't know if it's going to warp us directly there. I mean, that would be handy, but, you know, I don't know what this game has in store for us. Besides a long loading screen, of course. All right, so we are in Sasau then. All right, so all that glisters. I need to get back to Ratai and inform Sir Radzig of what happened. Side quest, yeah, the damsel in distress. If we go to the map and we take a look. So we was over here, I believe. Yeah, the camp, and we didn't rescue the damsel in distress, unfortunately. But we did get what we were after, and I think now would be a good time to return to Ratai and get ourselves in order. So I will go ahead and do that and be right back with you.
Be a bit more... What is it?
All right, here with Sir Radzig. We are back in Ratai.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Of
Whatever
course.
you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Oh, yeah?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
All right. Return to Ratai and speak with Radzig Kobyla is done. Now we need to question Jezek of Raunau and get the keys to Jezek's cell from Captain Sir not appearing in this film. Well, I don't know if it's a time-sensitive thing, and I don't exactly know where he is. Let me check on the map here. He might be walking through town. No, he's in the upper castle. All right, so I'll go ahead and head to the upper castle then, get the keys from Bernard, and we'll see what this prisoner has in store for us. Just one moment. Hello, sir, not appearing in this film. So you're taking a nap in full armor then.
How may I serve you?
You can give me the keys.
I need the key to Jezek's cell.
So, Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Well, that doesn't always work. Don't take it
Don't
like
take
that.
it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir, not appearing in this film. All right, let's end the dialogue. We have one keys to the cell. And then it's just a matter of getting to his cell, which, let me guess, is in the other castle. Oh, yeah, in the back. Okay, so I'll go ahead and ride there, and I will see you at Jezek's cell. All right, we made it here. Let's go ahead and unlock the door. You wanted to talk to me, Sir Jezek?
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want
Yes.
to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
Oh, yeah? I do have some questions.
True to say, I have a lot of questions.
Well, there you are then.
Yes, let's be
It did
civil here.
cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
All right, you may be right, but stick to the
I
point.
suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
That's
Very
one
well,
way to
ask
do
me
it.
anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
I hope not.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
Okay. And how do you find
How
out
did you
about
come
the
to hear of all
crimps?
this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago. And they said they were heading for Sasau. That armed men were being recruited. And they'll hire anyone.
Old
Old
friends?
Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
All right. Crimson Sasau.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
Of
You
course.
said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
All right. And what about Eric?
This Eric? You reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bet. Tell me about
This
the
highly
dignitary in
placed
the
person at
monastery.
What can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
All right. That will
That'll do me
suffice.
for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
Well, I can try.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
All right. Well, goodbye, Sir Jezik. And now we're off to see Sir Radzig, and we'll probably have to do that in the morning. It's getting awfully late here. Darkness falls and all that, so I will go ahead and get some sleep and then find Sir Radzig in the morning. So I will be right back. All right, it's the next day, and here comes Sir Radzig out of his tower. Hello, Sir Radzig. I've talked to
what have you learned?
the gentleman there.
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what
Yeah,
Bishop
really.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So we need the Pope. All right, so what will you do?
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, So Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasso and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything.
I guess that's
Go to
true.
Sasso and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention.
Yeah,
What
Mr.
we
Henry,
want
I
is for
work
the
for
Crimps
Sir
to
Radzig
take you for
Kabbalah.
just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
All right, as you
As you
command,
command,
sir. Because I'm not going to tell him that that Jezek wanted, you know, a pardon or whatnot. Let's just let Jezek deal with that. He's the counterfeiter, you know. It's not my fault.
Hey.
Hey, I'm trying to get going. All right, so if I saw, yes indeed. So we've got a lot of quest markers here. So we've got ask the Sasau bailiff about the crimps, ask the innkeeper at the tavern on the green about the crimps, and ask the innkeeper at the Wagoner's Inn about the crimps. So it looks like we are heading back to Sasau, ladies and gentlemen. So I will go ahead and fast travel there and see you there. All right, we've arrived at Sasau. The first stop will be the bailiff right here off the town square. Let's see if he has heard anything about these crimps.
Good health.
Walking around town recruiting people.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
Well, I mean, that's kind of general.
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me.
Hey,
He'd heard
he
word
just
that
said,
some
don't go
savoury character
name
got
dropping,
holed up
Henry.
round here.
Begging your pardon. Well, what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
Yeah, I don't think they... All right, there must be
You have
some
an inn on the
strangers
horse
around
carriage
here.
course There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No, it's been quiet here lately. Now that I think about it...
It hasn't been
I
quiet
don't
at
recall
all.
coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
All right, what about Sir Sebastian?
Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law.
Oh, back to the
Protect us against
monastery.
all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant.
And where are these cutthroats? Where does he say that they are? That would be helpful. And
I
what
heard
about
some
the recruiting
recruiters are meeting
bandits?
in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern.
I guess that's
At
true.
least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchpoles go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
All right, and have you heard any
Have you
gossip
heard any
about
talk of
the
in
strangers?
town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
All right,
Thank
so
you,
we
bailiff.
are done with the bailiff. We learned a few more interesting places to go. So now we've got the innkeeper, and we have the Sasau Tanner, and we've got the innkeeper, and now we have Miller Simon. Well, we're right next to this innkeeper, so we might as well go to the tavern on the green innkeeper and see what they've discovered. Oh, there's his horse. Yeah, that was the horse that old, I forgot his name. But yeah, we beat him up. Hey, innkeeper. I got some things for you to talk about. I need you to tell me about Suspicious.
And what's your idea of suspicious?
All right, looking for mercs.
You heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
All right, so what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
Maybe the Neuhofer Raid, I don't know.
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
All right, and where do they meet
They
now?
might be meeting now?
I don't know, they just stopped coming.
How should I know?
Yeah.
I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man at arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
And how will I recognize them? Valid question.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking too, big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not a very good description.
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
All right, and where do people play dice here?
Dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
And Garfunkel.
Why, the young miller. He runs Caerbannog Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
All right, so Simon the Miller. Any less respectable town folk?
More dishonourable folk.
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too.
Again, with Miller Simon. I'm guessing that's where we need to go. What do you know about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
All right, and what about the Miller Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Caerbannog Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out
Simon the Miller, who doesn't work in the mill at all.
And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
All right, so that is that. So Simon Miller.
Why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
Trying to upsell. But we'll end the dialogue. Head on over to the Miller. Because that is several people who mentioned the Miller, and I think he's up here. Miller Simon. So I'll head on up to this other tavern. Come on. There you are. Okay, Pebbles, we are off to the next drinking establishment. Since we're going along the way anyway, and that's the wrong way. I always make the wrong turn and miss the bridge. But we'll go to this other inn, since it's along the way to Miller Simon anyway. See what they have to say about Miller Simon. And then we'll make our way up to Miller Simon, who should have the answers we need, with as many people saying, well, there's Miller Simon. Well, do you know anything else about anybody? Well, Miller Simon would know. Well, what about anyone else? Well, ask Miller Simon. All right, so you are a townsman. Are you innkeeper? Can't tell since you don't have a face. All right, good sir, without a head, Mr. Headless Innkeeper Horseman type person. I need you to let me know what's going on around here. I guess the game is loading his head.
Good health to you.
Ah, well, good health, better health to you. I'm looking for some people.
Some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
Oh, there you are. I was going to say, I can't take a talking bonnet seriously. I'm looking for crimps recruiting adventurers.
Looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink, or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion, I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
So that's the brawlers on the other side.
I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more. Nobody comes here regular. I'd notice if they did.
All right, and any ruffians in the town?
Any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't
Let me
say
guess,
if they're
Miller
true or
Simon.
not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon.
Yeah, I
They say
knew
he's
it.
rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
I mean, people do have to eat.
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the
So there's the
evil eye,
knacker and
or
Miller
them
Simon
that's not
again.
in bailiff's good graces.
So everyone is pointing in the same
I
direction.
suppose that's what you want to know.
All right, let's head on out and get up to
Not at
Miller
all.
Simon.
Would you like something to eat or drink?
No, thank you. You've been quite the help. All right, so I guess Miller Simon would be up there in the northeasterly direction. Stop right there, criminal scum. I don't know what that was all about. But we're doing it now. Well, we were. Anyway, let's ride on up to Miller Simon. I'm hoping to hear something about this, because, I mean, everyone is pointing at Miller Simon. And when you get a game like this, pointing you in the same direction over and over again, where every townsperson is... Really? There you go. Where every townsperson's saying, well, there's this Miller Simon guy. Well, anyone else suspicious? Well, Miller Simon's really suspicious. Anyone else? Well, you really should look at Miller Simon. I mean, well, this horse should really learn how to steer. You should really look at Miller Simon. So if this Miller Simon guy's a letdown, then, oh, is he across the way? And Henry can't swim. Oh, wow, I'm not even there. He is across the way. But we got to go down and around and all the way through there. Okay, I will ride to Miller Simon. I will not make you watch me crash my horse into a wall anymore, and I'll be right back with you. All right, pulling up to Miller Simon's. We took a nice, lovely romp through the woods. And now, you, sir, Miller Simon.
Good health.
I heard you knew some things. And with that mustache, yeah.
Listen, have you heard about anyone looking to recruit men around here? Or planning some kind of mischief?
No.
Come on. I know how it is with Millers. I've been friends with a few and they hear all the gossip.
So
Indeed.
go ask them.
I doubt their ears reach all the way here.
Then it seems you're out of luck.
Surely we can come to some arrangement.
Surely.
I don't much care for strangers.
Would you care for my fist?
What do I have to do to get in your good graces, Master Miller?
Well, if I heard from those Miller friends of yours that you can be relied upon, and you're not a complete dolt.
All right, so we've asked Miller Simon about the crimps. I'm looking for
Henry
paid
from
work.
Scarif, and I'm looking to mill a bit of extra coin, if you know what I mean.
I expect Peshek sent you. And if it was Peshek who sent you, you can't be a complete dolt. I'll try you out. The tailor in Sasso has received some valuable brocade. Can you get it for me?
I'll do it,
No
sure.
problem. You'll be here in no time at all.
Good. It ought to be at his shop. Bring the whole bolt.
Okay. Thick as thieves, Simon. Can he train
I'd
me
like
in
you to
stealth?
teach me how to be better at stealth.
I mean, while I'm here, might as well. The
I'd
beginner,
like to practice
please.
the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Of course it does. It always does. Can we
Isn't
haggle
that
him?
quite a lot.
How about you do it for 53?
Satisfied?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
All right, 54.
Agreed. Now listen up.
All right, so training in the stealth. Nice. The game is saved. That's always good as well. All right, so we got some stealth training, and I think we have to get in his good graces. And if you can't beat them... All right, the bailiff mentioned there's a Miller Simon after dark. Trouble with the thing. All right, Fritz and Matthew. Oh, yeah, our friends. I forgot that. Let's see. Give the remedy. Well, I thought I already failed that one. Damsel in distress. Yeah. It will be too late. There we go. Thick as thieves, Simon. All right, so that's going to be right down here then. Okay, so I will get the Miller the valuable brocade and be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just now taking the fine brocade from the tailor off of that shelf. We are trespassing, and hopefully we can get out of here without alerting anyone. All right, all is well that ends well. All right, let's get on our horse and get back to the Miller during the daytime. I have a room rented here at Sasau, so I'll go ahead back to the Sasau Inn and be right back with you in the morning. The sun rises on another day here, pulling back up to Miller Simon's place, and I bet he is inside sleeping, if I had to make a guess. In fact, yes, it's an easy lockpick, and he probably won't like the fact... Well, I mean, he's a Miller, right? He wants us to prove our worth. Might as well see what goodies he's got. All right, anything? No, of course not. Just hides and bludgeons and torches.
Who's there?
That's what's in everybody's chest nowadays, it seems. All right, right there in the cubby. Now, I doubt he'll talk to us here, but we can see. Hello, Miller Simon. Yes, get up. I have to talk to you. Right now. I believe he's sleepwalking. Yeah, he's trying to talk. Look, Vagrant.
What is it? Well...
Alright, so I guess I'll wait for Miller Simon to wake up. Oh, is he going to talk now? Yeah, there we go. Hey!
Good health to you.
And good health to you. I brought your thing.
I have that cloth for you.
Oh, excellent. Here's your reward.
And now you tell me about the rough men.
You haven't heard of any recruiters around here, have you? People looking for armed men?
Perhaps, but I'll not speak of it now.
Why not? It's important.
Because we're in the middle of something.
Come on. Nothing bad will happen if you talk to me.
Perhaps not, but I'll tell you when we're done. My memory will be sharper then.
Right. Christ, it's like pulling teeth with you. I hope you're more generous with your groschen than your words.
All right, so now what? We wait until he's, like, working or what? Let's see. Miller Simon has a job for me. So we have to do a job for him? All right. Well, that was me. Yeah, he locked our door. Well, looks like Miller Simon is not going to be of any help and I've run out of time for this episode. But it looks like in the next episode, we will continue working for Miller Simon, getting his trust up before he talks to us about those dudes. We could also try to check out the other guys, so that could be something that we could do in the future. But that is going to do it for me in this episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Kingdom Come Deliverance video. Take care.